Hey everybody, it's Tom Bullington again with InMotion Realty. Hope you're doing well today. Wanted to do a video about first-time home buying. And the first thing that I recommend to any first-time home buyer, if they call me up, if they see an ad, if they're friends, if they're a referral, is they ask me, okay, Tom, what's the very first thing we should do if we've never purchased a home before and we're looking to get into the housing market? The very first thing, even before you talk to me as a real estate agent, would be to sit down with a mortgage lender, whether that's at your bank or it's an independent company that they deal with mortgages all the time. Sit down with him or her at the mortgage lending company. They will get you an idea of exactly what you can afford, what your payments would be based on what your down payment is. They will look at your credit rating. They will look at your employment rating as far as like how long you've been employed in a certain job. If you've bounced around a lot, not as good as if you've been in a job for the consistent period of time, 2, 3, 4 years, for example. So lots of factors go into this. Also, who is going to be on the loan? Is it just one person? Is it two people? Are you doing it with a parent? Do you have a gift from the outside coming in from someone else that's coming in to help you purchase the home? Lots of factors in there. The mortgage lender would be able to give you a ballpark of exactly what your payment would be for your home loan. So that's incredibly useful. And the reason I say that is before you contact me, obviously we can talk before you go to your mortgage person, and also I can give you some recommendations here locally, definitely. But the big thing is I don't want to start showing you homes if we're looking at $400,000 $500,000 homes and you're more in the 250 to 300 range. It's a waste of everyone's time. It's kind of fun to look at homes, but if you can't afford it, and that's not a realistic expectation, it's kind of a waste of everyone's time. So I want to make sure that we are spending time looking at homes that you could actually afford. Now, if you find a home that you like and you're in love with the home and you want to make an offer on the home, the very first thing I'm going to ask you is, do you have an approval letter, a pre-approval letter from your lender? If you haven't gone out and spoken to a lender, we're behind the eight ball. In this market, still in this market, it's a little bit more of a seller's market. There may be competition for that offer. And if we have to delay, if we're going up against another offer, another buyer, if we don't have a loan approval letter, we're not going to get the house. So it's really a waste of time to even start looking at homes until you have that letter in hand that says, okay, Bob and Susan, here is your loan approval letter for $500,000 or 200 or whatever it might be. That way I can send that along with the offer when you're making an offer to the listing agent and say, hey, Bob and Susan are good for it, $300,000. Sometimes they'll put the address of the exact house that we're offering on that loan approval letter. Oftentimes they'll do that. But if the loan officer is not available, maybe it's a weekend, a lot of times what I'll do is have a letter in hand that says, okay, they can afford up to 350. This home is at 275. Clearly they can afford this house. And then we go into the process of getting the offer accepted. And that's a whole nother video. So very first thing, if you're looking to get into the housing market, and this is actually a pretty good time of year to do it, because there aren't as many buyers right now. Between November and kind of the end of January, kind of a dead zone, not a lot of people looking at homes. And there are homes on the market right now. I think the other day there were over 40 homes on the market just here in Hastings. So you might have more of a pick. You might have more of a choice than you would have had maybe last year or definitely the year before. So I'm thinking if you are looking at it all seriously, looking at buying a home, now is a pretty darn good time. You just want to make sure your financial information is updated, make sure you know what you can afford before you call an agent, whether it's me or someone else. I would love to work with you. But if you have another agent that you prefer to work with, go for it. Lots of great agents here in town. So if you have any questions for me or just want to discuss or strategize, whether you're looking to buy or sell now or sometime in 2023, I'd love to talk to you about it. It's 651-402-6356. Tom at inmotionrealty.com is my email. On the web, tombullingtonhomes.com. Hope you have a great day, and we will talk to you soon. Thanks.